Welcome back. Budding filmmakers are being encouraged to enter a competition that's being held in conjunction with Bathurst Bicentenary.
The Bathurst Remembers stand at the expo was popular, made more so with the lure of a video competition. The YouTube competition is part of Bathurst's bicentenary celebrations and seeks to record stories of people's experiences of Bathurst, whether personal or business.
Everyone has a story, as you know, and most stories that I hear about are very interesting, but often people never have that opportunity, or they don't have the confidence to do it.
Modern computer technology allows anyone to become a filmmaker and transmit their efforts worldwide via the internet. A website has been designed.
And it's up to me then to sort of look at how we'll reflect the stories. Hopefully people will be encouraged to learn to upload themselves from some film clips that we've put on the website.
The one criteria is that Bathurst must be mentioned, which does not exclude people from around the world submitting an entry.
Yes, the website will be the key. All they have to do is look at BathurstRemembers.com, BathurstRemembers.com, and up will come the website. They'll be able to see details of the competition.
Entries will be archived as a permanent record of Bathurst in its bicentenary year. More than 2,500 information cards have been given out, and the website has already had 1,000 hits. Cash prizes, trophies and certificates will be awarded to winning entries. Peter Freestone, Win News.
At the Bathurst biggest expo and Christmas markets at the showground on the 15th and 16th of November 2014, Bathurst and District Historical Society and Bathurst Remembers project held a major display stand. The stand showed the preparatory work that was being done with some of the collection of historic photos for the forthcoming Snapshots in Time display to be held in May next year. Also at the stand, the new project called Bathurst Remembers 200 Years was launched. Hi girls, you're at the display, and aren't you beautiful? What have you got on your head?
Blessings.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Yeah. And you're having a good day today?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mum and Dad take you around? Very good. Thank you, Mum and Dad, for allowing me to film that. Raffle tickets were being sold to offset the costs associated with this major display. You're working hard here.
Very
Could you tell me what you're doing?
I am trying to give out information about our Snapshots in Time photo exhibition, and we're also doing a little YouTube competition.
Right.
Yeah.
Very
so we're trying
good.
to get the young generation and even the older generation involved in in celebrating Bathurst's 200 years.
Excellent. So there are two things happening here, raffle tickets, aren't there? And also
so we're also doing a raffle. First prize winner will get this Dean Mobbs painting. Second prize is this photograph of King's Parade as well.
Right.
So all tickets are $5. The money that we get from the raffle will help us put on the exhibition, which will be next year between the 11th of May to Sunday the 17th of May.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, getting back to the YouTube competition, how do people get involved there?
So for the YouTube competition, all we require you to do is just make a film about your story or or event on Bathurst. Just talk about why you love Bathurst or anything like that to do with Bathurst, and then you just upload it onto YouTube, and all the information are on our little brochures that we have. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And how's the response been to people coming to our stand?
Fairly good, fairly good. A lot of people are taking interest in the competition, especially the younger generation.
Yeah.
They're all very keen. A lot of people are showing interest. We've had already quite a few people purchase their raffle tickets.
Yes.
So yeah, it's been really good. Hopefully later on down the track we get even more interest, and hopefully the exhibition becomes hits it off really well.
Very good, Monica, and thank you so much for taking part in commemorating Bathurst Bicentenary.
Oh, thank you very much, Ruth.
To commemorate Bathurst 200 and the years leading up to that, Bathurst over 200 years.
Yeah.
And we've got a wonderful painting here that Dean Mobbs has donated as first prize, and Jessica Rudge Photography has donated a second prize.
That's beautiful.
And we are just trying to raise money so we can put the exhibition on.
Yes.
And I think people are becoming more and more interested in the history of Bathurst, and I think it's important that our generation picks up where our parents left off, because we don't want to lose the history of our families and the businesses and Bathurst itself.
That's very important.
It is very important, and we need to do that.
It's satisfying to all those involved too,
It's
isn't
very
it?
satisfying, and I'm getting a lot out of it, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, Bruce.
Well, thank you so much, and I hope we sell all the raffle tickets.
I hope we sell all the raffle tickets too. Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you, Jackie.
Bye. We'll have up to 500 photographs at BMEC, plus there'll be old books. The dates are on there, it's in May. Yep. Hello.
That's a great to see you.
Okay, Bruce, so how have you been involved with the Snapshots in Time exhibition?
Oh, well, I've got interested through the historical aspect because my project, the Remembrance Project, is designed to record the history of Bathurst, either through events or people or old films and photographs. So obviously with the bicentenary coming up, I got very interested in helping out.
And so what is the YouTube competition that's happening at the moment?
Yeah, well, that's sort of a new idea from us all, but with YouTube blossoming, so to speak, and people being aware of it, we thought, well, why not ask the people of Bathurst to tell their family history and use YouTube as a way of spreading the word of the bicentenary.
So Bruce, what do you think this photo exhibition will mean for the Bathurst community for next year?
I think it'll help spread the word that it's worth preserving our history, and there's such a lot of stories behind the photo exhibition and just the people of Bathurst, so anyone who's interested in visual photographs or just in storytelling, which I think most of us are when you get down to it, can contribute to the history story of Bathurst.
Yes. Yeah.
You can upload.
I'll come round on the way back round and grab one off you. It's not a problem.
So you're doing good work there, Santa, for
No
all
worries,
the girls
guys.
and boys.
Merry Christmas.
And how are you going? You're Santa's helper.
I am.
Yeah, have a good time. Alan McRae, I think you should be very happy with how things have been going with the snapshots in time.
Oh, thrilled, certainly with all the extra photos that are coming in, and also the extra images that we've actually found in the archives of the Society.
Isn't that great? And there would be so many stories related to them.
Oh yeah, I love those stories, I can tell you.
Very good. And the restoration or getting them ready for display, what does that involve?
Well, all the images are in the process of being scanned. Some are having some of the rough edges sort of taken off them, and everything will be actually blown up to 8 inches by 12 inches. Some will be a little bigger, but mainly 8 inches by 12 inches.
Oh, very good. Is it still open for people to put up photos?
Yes, at this point in time, but in the new year we'll have to start to wind down all the new photos, because each photo has to be researched then for its little tag that will go on with all the information on it.
Oh, well, that's interesting. People were asking a lot about the photos, so they'll be able to find out with the tags.
Yes, certainly. If it's an official opening, it'll have something. Haven't quite decided yet how many words each one will be. I have to make a sample to make sure that people can easily read it. Yes. On our display stands. Maybe in some cases up to 200 words. Right. Which makes it a lot. Yes. And there will be sort of up to 700 photos possibly.
How wonderful. And Alan, you've been so active in looking and researching the history of Bathurst and the buildings. I love your articles in The Advocate. You must take such a long time to find all this out.
Yes, I can. I can go up to the Society for 8 hours and not actually find what I'm after. Right. But in saying that, because I'm working on 21 books at the moment, goodness, I'm finding other things at other times. So I really enjoy researching it, and it's easier now that I have sort of all the timelines in my head and that sort of thing.
How wonderful. Well, you and Jackie and all the committees are doing such great things. To see it also culminating next year will be very exciting.
Certainly will, and they are all doing an excellent job, and it actually couldn't be done without it. It's quite an amount of teamwork going on.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Alan, and thanks for letting me be involved in the project too.
It's a pleasure, and thank you for being part of it.
Helen, you've been working hard today, distributing these brochures. Tell me what you've been doing.
Well, I've been to all the outside stalls today. I went to all the stalls in the pavilions yesterday, so I visited the stalls outside today. I missed 2 or 3 of them, and because people were busy, but I did have some interesting stories from people who, some of them could put half a dozen of these stories up on YouTube for the competition. The one very interesting one was a grandchild in a wheelchair who has just gained a scholarship because of his guitar work, but he's also got an IQ of 164 with a sister that's got an IQ of 162.
Wonderful.
So, but his sad story about how he ended up in a wheelchair was very interesting, and but he's very bright, and he could do lots of things. The scholarship was for guitar music to Banjo Patterson. Right. Yes, so that'll be interesting if that one gets into YouTube. I hope it does, because he's apparently very interested in that sort of thing.
So in general, were people receptive to being told about the bicentenary or getting...
They were. St John's Ambulance were very interested. They took quite a number of our leaflets because of their cadets. And the cadets would be very interested in doing it. Lots of people might have not been interested in the computers themselves or videos themselves, but certainly the grandchildren or friends of were interested, so they took the brochures to pass on.
Yes. And you were saying something amazing to me, that almost a full book or box of those pamphlets were given out.
Yes, we've only got however many is in one of those bundles, which is probably 50, 100. There's only a couple of bundles left in the box.
So in effect, we've probably distributed close to 1,500 to 2,000 flyers.
I would say so. Yeah.
Well done, Helen.
Oh, well done, Bruce, too. You've helped as well. So
and
everybody else as well, Monica, Jackie, Alan. They've all helped.
All part of the
They've all helped, So.
Thanks, Helen.